What a pass by James.
Used to have my spring back, have my quick twitch back.
Harden trying to get free. It's a three. James Harden, a flamethrower.
If you want to make it to any higher level that you love, whether it's sports, whether it's being a doctor, you have to work hard. You have to put the work in every single day and be consistent.
Speaking of a guy being that good.
Harden. Oh, jeez.
The world is large, so many guys. And so for me specifically, I'm getting 1 or 2 workouts in a day, whether it's in the gym, putting up a few hundred shots, working on different moves that I might try in the game, to lifting weights, to doing extra conditioning, running on the treadmill, or running an extra mile, doing cycling class, just different regimens of working out to, getting better. Boxing class, because it's all endurance and it's all going to help my ability to be on the court and play 38, 40 minutes and not get tired. I'm still not satisfied. Just my legacy, just impacted as many people as I can. Whether you're a basketball player or you aren't, just having that strong mind and impactful spirit. If I was in your presence or maybe an interview you see or maybe watching my games, just trying to inspire as many people as I can because I have a platform.
James Harden putting on a show. We got your Saturday night plans right here from Houston, Texas. How about a little prime time and chill, even though there's zero chill in this matchup tonight. The top 2 scoring duos in the league face off as the West-leading Lakers and LeBron James are in town to take on James Harden and the Rockets. And we've got you covered all the way up to tip-off right here on Hoop Streams out of the first Saturday night primetime of the year. For the next 30 minutes, we're coming to you all the way live on Twitter, YouTube, and the ESPN app. Hi, I'm Cassidy Hubbarth, alongside my guys Amin Elhassan and Kendrick. I said what I said, Perkins.
Know what I'm saying? Hoop Streams back, baby.
I said what I said, and we are back.
Yeah.
The first Saturday night primetime. We got a lot to get into. Obviously, this matchup features a lot of MVPs. We got LeBron, we got Harden, we got Westbrook, but how many All-Stars? You guys helped me with my All-Star ballot.
Oh,
actually,
yeah.
We had a guy kind of come in who's definitely going to be one of the starters. LeBron James, your old former teammate.
You know what it is.
He crashed our set earlier. He said he wanted to be on our show.
Yeah, he know he wanted to be on there. Hey, El, come on in now.
Exactly.
We've been waiting on you. Come on now, King James.
But he's going to be the main attraction coming your way at 8:30 Eastern. So Paul Pierce also is going to help me with my ballot. And then, Amin, you got the hometown treatment.
Oh, man.
He gave you a taste of the Houston area.
Never let it be said that Perk is not a great host.
Hey, that's what I'm
He
talking
hooked it
about.
up today. I can't wait for you guys to see what we
Wait
did.
for this. If you're hungry, you may want to eat something now. It's going to make you starving. And then also, we get a visit from one of the biggest viral sensations on the interweb right now, a rising star in the basketball world.
Oh, who that is, Cass?
I don't know. You gotta continue to watch to find out what we're talking about. But we're here because it's Lakers Rockets. It's the main attraction, and this is the first of 3 meetings between these teams this season. And James Harden has won 5 of his last 6 head-to-head meetings with LeBron, but the Rockets, they're stumbling into this one with Harden's shooting numbers taking a dip. They've gone 5-5 in their last 10. I mean, I'm not going to say it, but y'all can read it. Look, meanwhile, the Lakers lost to the Magic, snapped their 9-game winning streak, but that was without AD, and they still sit atop the West. And look, I want to first talk about what's going on with the Rockets. In this era of duos, as they sit in the 5th in the West, this game features the 2 highest scoring duos in the league, as I mentioned, and Harden and Russ are averaging over 60 points per game. So, Amin, I want to ask you, it's a midway point of the season. How would you evaluate how those 2 are gelling so far?
I would say offensively, I would give it a B. It's a lot better than I remember. Perk, we talked about this before the season.
Absolutely.
I was scared about how it would work out, especially Russ being a guy who's used to having the ball in his hands a lot, how he would adjust to not having it in his hands a lot. I think offensively, it's worked out fairly well. The percentages could be better. That's why I don't give it an A. They could be shooting better, but for the most part, that's good. The other side of the ball, though, defensively, I think they've really struggled. I think this team needs another defensive guy, whether it's a big or whether it's an Andre Iguodala type, I don't know. But overall, I would give the Rockets a B.
I want to get your perspective here, because obviously you were teammates with both Russ and Harden.
Right.
From your perspective of how you saw their chemistry develop when you were in OKC to what you're seeing out of them now, what's the difference? And is there a difference?
Well, I mean, the thing is that they're a lot older. So you got these young guys when we was in OKC was in their early 20s who were trying to establish themselves, who were trying to win the MVP and make multiple All-Stars. Now that they have all these accolades behind them, the only thing for them to do is win a title, right? Because they done did everything that they...
Oops.
Oh, there you go. Hey,
Right.
hey, hey, that's that Chisel Perk right there.
We had to...
Yeah, that's that Chisel Perk right there. No beard.
Let's make sure you don't got your phone on you. You don't want to send out any tweets.
Nah, I ain't gonna do nothing, but
nothing but love.
Oh, yeah, and cover him up, for sure. I ain't scared to say it.
I said what I said. I said what I said. Rachel.
But that's what I think, though. These guys, now that they coming together, 2 former MVPs still in their prime, they're going to make it work somehow. It's the rest of the team, and it's Mike D'Antoni that I question all the time.
Well, Mike D'Antoni right now is questioning the collective spirit of this team. They had a team meeting after their loss to the Blazers. But you're not worried about this team long run?
Well, I'm not, because to me, I think they're missing one more piece. Like Amin said, I would think, try Jeff Green, low risk for high reward. But other than that, to me, they got the most complete squad other than the Milwaukee Bucks, in my opinion. They just have to put those pieces together.
They are look, every team deals with injuries, but Eric Gordon is still working himself back into health, and Clint Capella has been dealing with nagging a bunch of injuries he's had this year. So, of course, everybody deals with injuries. It's sometimes, like this, is better to be lucky than good. So we'll see. They do have some room to improve.
Cass and Amin, is when you're a championship or bust, nobody want to hear that.
No.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Speaking of injuries, Anthony Davis, he is going to miss his 5th straight game with the report is a buttocks injury.
Come on, AD.
So that's a bummer. But, the Lakers have dropped, just 1 game in his absence. So what are you seeing out of this team with AD gone?
Well, I think, first of all, they're successful because even if you look at when he plays, when LeBron's on the floor, the Lakers are incredibly successful. When LeBron is off and Anthony Davis is on, it's a team that's not as good, and that's a place of improvement for the Lakers. So right now, AD is gone, and he's clearly in the MVP conversation. He's been sensational all year long. But the reality is they can keep the ship afloat with Dwight Howard playing more minutes, giving you some of the stuff at the rim, with Kyle Kuzma giving you some of the more perimeter stuff. They can keep the ship afloat. They don't necessarily need him, and that's why they take advantage of being able to sit him until he feels well.
Yeah, I agree. And you got to give Rob Pelinka a lot of credit for building up this squad. The Danny Greens, the Cooks, the Rondos, the guys that...
Dwight Howard.
Yeah, the Dwight Howard that nobody wanted to take a chance on.
There's been so many good stories in the NBA, the Markelle Fultz,
Carmelo.
Dwight Howard is another good
best.
story.
He's the best.
And his health and being able to be there down the line is really, I think, going to be a major key for this Lakers team.
Absolutely. He's a closer for them. Yeah. He's an excellent defensive player. Stan Van Gundy used to talk about it all the time. Dwight doesn't get enough credit for how smart of a basketball player he is. A lot of people just look at him as big and athletic, but he's such a smart defensive player, and that's really what has helped the Lakers stay consistent while Anthony Davis is out.
So Dwight Howard has obviously been a plus, but what is your grade at the midway point of the season of the others? We know Anthony Davis and LeBron have been fantastic, but the others, because that was a big criticism at the beginning of the year, is that they just got a whole bunch of vets that didn't know what you were going to make out of them?
You know what? That's a tough one. I want to give them an A. The guys came in. I'll tell you why. Because first of all, they have the second best record in the league.
Right.
They've come in, and everybody who's come in to fill a role has filled that role well. Jared Dudley has shot well. Troy Daniels has shot well. Danny Green has shot well independent. KCP is having an excellent year, right? Rondo's been hurt. Dwight Howard, we talked about him already. JaVale McGee has played well in his role. So to me, I'm going to give them an A because that's what they were brought in for, and they accomplished the things they were supposed to be brought in.
I agree 100% with him. He's right. And I just said, ooh, because we finally agreed on something today, right? He chose the wrong turkey leg. I went with the
No way.
We're not going to even get into
Look, don't give it away.
My bad, Kaz. But I'm just saying, but I give them an A too. They like second best record in the league and doing their thing. Hey, they get an A from me.
Well, what we know for sure is that Anthony Davis and LeBron James are going to be all-stars. We can't necessarily say that they're definitely going to be starters, but I think you can probably say that they're going to be starters. The people don't act crazy and then vote Caruso in there.
Well, I got to vote too, and they're starters for me.
It's true.
Better be.
But yes, because they've been taken off this season. If you take a look at this.
I think every day we've gotten better. I'm excited for Laker Nation.
I'm excited to hear my name called in Staples.
My speed is back, my strength is back.
You put in the grind, then you grind more. Accomplish your goals, then you find more. And you don't need to rest if you want to be the best.
Okay, we're now down on the court because we're joined by the truth himself, Paul Pierce. It's because I need your help. Okay, you and Perk, because my All-Star ballot is due on Monday. And I'm stressing because there's some issues with the starters. Okay, as you can see by the third edition of the fan voting, there's some problems, especially in the East.
Yeah, there's some big problems.
I want you to help me.
Okay.
First of all, what do you see the East ballot so far right now?
Not that any of these guys aren't deserving, but maybe not in the starting lineup.
Okay.
So there'll be a few changes that I would make.
Well, what's the biggest one in your opinion?
Well,
Who
probably
belong there?
Probably the biggest one would be Kyrie Irving.
Okay. So then who would you put in his place?
Only because he's been injured. But I have to put my man from Boston in there.
My man.
Okay.
Right there. That's what I'm
talking about. I agree with that one. No Kyrie. What about you? What else are you doing to the East here?
Well, to be honest, I'm rolling with P. That's the only one. If P wouldn't have said take Kyrie off over there, we'd have had a problem.
Okay, here's the problem that I have.
I got one more problem,
I don't feel good about Trae Young. He's on the worst team in the league.
Yeah.
He may be the second leading scorer, but he's on the worst team in the league.
Yeah.
And I don't think he deserves the starter. This
Now,
does not mean he's not an all-star.
He shouldn't be starting.
No, he shouldn't be
do
starting.
we agree?
I agree with that.
Okay.
He should not be
For
starting.
entertainment value, maybe so, but deserving for this spot, even though he's at a forward spot, should be Jimmy Butler.
So then, okay, no, but here's the problem.
He's a forward.
Jimmy Butler is a front court player.
I know. That's
so
why
he
the
deserves it.
The system needs to change.
Okay, so before we go here, who should Jimmy Butler replace?
I'm cool with everybody else.
I can take him for Siakam because he's missed significant time.
Okay.
I can take him there, but Siakam deserves to be on the team, maybe not as a starter.
So Jimmy Butler replaces Siakam?
Yes.
Ooh. Okay. What do you feel?
But he should still make the team.
I don't know about that one, Truth and Cass, because
he's missed a lot of time.
Siakam out here giving me 26 to 10 right
he
now.
missed a lot of time.
Jimmy Butler out here giving me 20 points on 43% winning.
So let me tell where I'm going. I think we get rid of Joel Embiid.
Whoa. For who?
We put Siakam there, Giannis, Jimmy Butler, and we put Ben Simmons here because I can't go with two 76ers when they're 6 in the East.
I can roll with that.
I can roll with that.
Thank you.
Like
so that's what we're going with.
with.
So we go Ben Simmons here.
Okay.
Because it has to mean something.
I can roll with that.
Okay, and then Siakam. All right, let's move to the West. Let's move to the West.
What's up, Lord?
And we got AD
Lord?
behind us. See, you're there, AD. You're staying. You're staying, AD. He's on there, but Anthony Davis is not playing tonight as he's still dealing with that backside injury. So what we know is LeBron and AD, they're set there.
Yes.
Doncic, Harden, they're set.
This is what I got a problem with.
So what are we doing with Kawhi?
Hold on, Cassidy. This is what I got a problem with. What is Duncan? Is he a point guard? Or
He a guard. He a
What
guard.
about him? Isn't he a point? Wait, what about LeBron? Is LeBron a point guard?
LeBron is a forward.
But he playing point right now.
Yeah,
He's starting
yeah.
at the point, P.
But we know he's a
You gonna do
forward.
that?
Traditionally, he's a
Okay,
forward.
all right, cool. Well, we'll leave this right here.
This is about as good as you're going to get. I have no problem with the way.
Okay, so one thing with the Clippers, you don't feel like the Nuggets deserve somebody?
Not as a starter.
Jokic?
Not as a starter.
Rudy
No,
Gobert?
because
Okay.
Jokic didn't turn on till later.
Wait,
Remember, he was
you
out of
don't
shape.
feel like our boy Caruso deserves any?
Absolutely not.
He can get on there as the manager.
What about Brandon Ingram? Not as a
He
starter?
on there what?
What about
No.
B. Ingram?
Not as a starter.
Not as a starter.
All right, you guys.
This is it.
I think I feel good about this.
should feel good about
I feel
this
a
now.
lot better. I feel a lot better about it. I think I'm going to press send already.
All
I'm
right.
going to get it ahead of the deadline.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
not gonna
rolling with it.
procrastinate. See, I
This
knew
is
I
it.
needed a little
This
bit of
is
truth
it. This is it.
in my guy Perk. You can catch out more. You can catch more of Paul Pierce on The Jump right now on ABC. Thank you for helping
yeah.
us
I'm
out
always
today.
here.
The
I
truth.
appreciate it.
He raised me.
Especially, I know he did.
All right, this is good.
AD wanted to make sure he was on there.
He knew he was on there.
I know, exactly.
He on there.
Playing with me.
Also, just a reminder, fan voting closes at 11:59 p.m. Eastern on Monday. Fan voting accounts for 50% of the vote for the 5 starters. The players and media like myself each get 25%. All right, we're counting down to the game, and, you know, let's actually look at how players walked into the Toyota Center as we walk it out. And, you know, we got a lot of style icons
I got to
on
see the
this
swag
team.
today.
So let's see.
Prime time, ABC. We got to see who's doing
Right.
something.
Might
Come
be
on
the
now.
best one of the year right here.
I hope so. Russ told me. Russ and James said they wearing the suit.
You know what?
What they doing?
So Russell
He
came.
did. He didn't lie
messed
to me.
up.
That's Tom Ford
Is that a
right there, too.
tuxedo?
That's 8,500 right there on the.
Look, he really-
Wow.
Ooh, that's
This is Saturday
8,500.
This is Saturday night
8,500.
on
You see the
ABC.
Brody? I see you, Brody. You
So,
told me you was
know,
going to do it. He must got it on the
Usually you
spot.
expect some sort of mesh shirt under there.
What's going on?
And then
Who's
we got
who's
Kuzma.
that?
Oh, you
Who's
know
that?
what?
Kuzma?
Who's that?
Astro
Eminem?
World
Kuzma,
shouting
that's
out
down.
Travis Scott. Are you cool with that? Because you know he's a Rockets fan. And he's donning all the Travis Scott gear.
Except for the shoes because
Right.
he can't wear the shoes. He's a Puma guy, but
Who that is?
This is low key for him because
this
he's
is
been
very low key. No, he
been
went
making
conservative.
statements.
He definitely went conservative today.
he sure did.
Who else we got?
He's growing out the Eminem look too. by the
That
way.
one, that ain't conservative.
And I gotta say something about LeBron. He's going with this like boho chic look a lot this year.
Yeah, but he been swagging it up.
No, it is.
man.
It's like effortlessly
You know
cool.
what's crazy about Braun, though? The crazy thing is he don't even have a stylist. Everything he do is on his own.
Stop
First,
it.
let me ask you.
Stop it.
Let me ask you. How do you feel about the high water jeans with them ankles showing?
You got to be in shape to rock it. Me at 360, I can't do that.
How does he have
It-
time to pick out his own clothes?
I'm telling you, he do.
No, you lie.
I'm not sweating. I'm telling you the real.
Right. He told you that before when he was also when he was working on it. He was also like, I picked out all my own fits. I get it. I get
I'm
it.
telling you.
Guys, like I mentioned, we are counting down. We're just over 15 minutes till tip-off as the players are getting ready to take the court. There's a lot going on heading into this game, and that's why we got to go on the beat with some of ESPN's finest, Dave McMenamin and Tim McMahon. Oh, actually, first, as we were talking about Travis Scott in the building. What's he wearing? He's had like a
H-Town
Oakland
legend
hat?
right
Oh, no,
there.
no, that's a sweat.
Highest in the room.
H-Town legend
The
right
highest
there.
in the room.
Yeah, big Houston
Somebody
fan.
said.
It's been a rough week for Houston fans, but maybe they can turn it around. But as I mentioned, we got 2 of the ESPN's finest joining us now. We got Dave McMenamin and Tim McMahon, and you guys, let's just talk as the players just ran onto the court. And let's start with the Lakers, Dave, and the latest on AD's health.
Yeah, you're going to be missing him tonight. 5 straight games. He had that nasty fall 11 days ago against the Knicks, and they've been trying to give him some taste of basketball. He ran up and down the court 2-on-2 with coaches yesterday, but he just still feels sore. And it's game 42 for a team that hopes to play in the late June. They're not going to push it. If this was a playoff game, he'd be on the court. But he's not going to push it. You know, what would be the benefit, really? Hopefully they get him back some point this road trip. You got 2 other contenders are playing in Boston and Philly.
Right.
And hopefully they get him back for those type of tests.
Yeah. Absolutely. That's what you guys were talking about earlier. It's a luxury to be able to sit AD during this time. The Rockets don't have many luxuries right now. You have an article on ESPN.com about a meeting they had after their loss to the Blazers. What more can you tell us about what went down?
And James Harden's like, it's a meeting. I mean, it's guys that are kind of getting stuff off their chest after the game. But, they were in there for a little while. They talked for a little while. And Russell Westbrook kind of took the lead. And he's basically saying, guys, we got to play with more energy. We've got to play harder. And I hear him. At the same time, he's the guy that they're resting on the front end of back-to-backs. He's one of the guys who kind of picks his spots when he wants to play defense. There's a lot of potential for turmoil with the Rockets. Obviously, James Harden and Russell Westbrook are good friends. I think the chemistry between them is good, but they had Clint Capella traded if Jimmy Butler said yes. Same thing with Eric Gordon. P.J. Tucker asked for a contract extension. They told him, hey, we don't give those out. Then they gave Eric Gordon one the next week. And then, by the way, the head coach had his extension talks fizzle very publicly, not once but twice over the summer. So this thing is fragile.
Hey, Tim, you know what we call that? We call that a mid-season coming to Jesus meeting. That's what they had, a mid-season.
Well, Perk, we're in South Texas, so it's Jesus.
But to your point, look, the trade deadline is around the corner. So, how serious should the Rockets be about getting an additional piece?
Daryl Morey, is always going
active.
to turn over every rock. The problem is he doesn't have a lot of ammunition. They kind of pushed all of their chips in the Russell Westbrook deal. So he's absolutely looking for help. This is not a deep team. They need to upgrade their depth. Having Gerald Green go out for the season before it even started didn't help. I just don't know how he's going to be able to make an impactful trade with the lack of assets that he has.
Well, speaking of trades, how serious are the Lakers about shopping Kyle Kuzma?
Now, a league exec told me the other day that when you have LeBron James, you are expected to make a move at the trade deadline because there's the implicit pressure to always get better and maximize the time you have him. So at 33-8, the Lakers should feel pretty good about themselves, right? And maybe there'd be an instinct to stand pat, but you almost have to do something to do it. And I think the buyout market will ultimately be what improves this team. I don't see Andrew Iguodala fetching a first-round pick like the Grizzlies want to get out of him. And he's going to end up in
Grizzlies are winning now. It's like maybe they should
come back and be the guy for them. Wouldn't that be a plot twist?
They're trying to get some for Iggy. They're doing fine without him. They want an asset.
Right.
But to Dave's point, the Rockets they plan to be aggressive in the buyout market. The problem is, you're an NBA player, a quality vet, you're bought out, there's 2 contenders in LA, what's your list? It's probably LA and then LA in whatever order. Right. And so a team like Houston, maybe they can convince the guy because they've got a bigger role to offer, but I think the buyout market is going to be tough for teams that are east of Los Angeles.
Well, Tim, I don't actually think that the Rockets are that far off. I think they're power forward and wingman away. I actually think that they need to take a look at Jeff Green, in my opinion. It's low risk and high reward, but I think they have to come together. I seen an article the other day real quick where they put out about P.J. Tucker and was saying how he shoot horrible from the 3 for the last 8 games. But I'm like, if a dude touched the ball 1 out of 50 times down the court, your rhythm's gonna be off. So I gotta put a lot more pressure on Mike D'Antoni because it's time for him to get these role players more involved, in my opinion.
Well, and with Tuck, they asked so much of him defensively. And D'Antoni's acknowledged you've got to get his minutes down because a dude, he can't be playing more minutes than he's had years on this earth.
Hell, he's older than me.
Well, and also he has even more years on his body than his age says. Right. So when it comes to making moves, Amin, who do you feel has more pressure? Because obviously we talked about LeBron win now. Right. The Rockets are in this perpetual state of, are they going to ever get over that could have been?
I think if you're talking about trades, I think these guys verbalize it really well. If you're the Lakers, you may have a pressure to make a deal, but you also know we're probably number 1 in the buyout market for every vet player who's going to get bought out. If you're the Rockets, like Tim said, you know if Lakers are 1, Clippers are 1A. So we have to be aggressive to get our guy now, because if we wait till the buyout market, we might be getting slim pickings.
Something I've noticed about the Lakers is they seem to have really good team chemistry. The juxtaposition of what's going on right now with the Rockets, but you know, you see a guy like Dwight Howard has been a great story, and he's kind of at the centerpiece of everybody having fun. What more can you tell us about how these guys are getting along?
Yeah, well, one thing I'll say about Dwight, he put himself out there early on in the season. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope was playing really bad, and he was hearing it from the fans, getting booed when he's checking in a game. Dwight went on social media and made sure that, hey, I have this guy's back. Laker Nation, you should also. You guys know, you know how busy an NBA season is on top of that. A night off is pretty rare, but we've seen the team get together for LeBron's birthday party, LeBron's Halloween party, for Anthony Davis being on the cover of a magazine, for JaVale McGee having a charitable event. Those are, you know, a handful of nights where they could have been spending time with their family or their friends or their loved ones, and they got together on top of spending all that time together. To me, that's the sign of a team that really likes one another.
Yeah, absolutely, and you need that to win a title. But that goes to tell you how much the impact that a guy like LeBron has. And people don't understand that. This guy is so much of a team guy. Off the floor, people don't even understand the things that he do off the floor until you own the team with him.
But there's also a flip that he switches heading into the playoffs. So while it's all fun right now, there's a seriousness, and you can talk to this. So what guys are going to need to realize, they're going to need to focus heading into the playoffs, because LeBron's not going to play any kind of joking around as they hit the home stretch, because he feels it. His time is now, and that time is dwindling. So, again, you guys are watching Hoop Streams coming to you live on Twitter, YouTube, and the ESPN app. If you want to watch Lakers and Rockets, just log into your cable provider now on the ESPN app. I want to say thank you to both of you for taking the time and giving us some good insight. Now, I know you know good spots around Houston to eat, but Perk, he introduced Amin to the turkey hut.
Oh, turkey leg hut today.
Did you get him down to Beaumont? Did you get
No, we didn't take that.
Okay.
I didn't want to, look, I didn't want Amin not to come back to Texas. I
do. This guy smells.
But Tim, I don't know if you've ever been to the turkey leg hut, but I know I want to go.
Oh, yeah.
And after you guys see this, I'm sure you will too.
Look at that. Oh, my God. I'm ready to eat. I don't know about you.
What's up, y'all? This your boy, Big Perk. I'm chilling with my boy, Amin, right now. I'm doing a little hosting, but look, I had to bring ESPN Hoop Streams to my favorite restaurant. I'm a real Texas boy down here in this H-Town. We had to come check out this turkey leg hut. Man, my favorite dish out here is the Cajun bowl, man. It's mixed with that crawfish mac and cheese, the dirty rice with the Alfredo sauce with the chicken. Then you top it off with that Cajun salmon.
Hold on, is this on the approved list on the diet?
I mean, I'm not on the diet, man. I'm retired, man. I keep telling you, man, I put on that retirement 60, man. Man, let's roll, man. It's time to go get some of these good groceries.
I've been waiting. Let's go. All right, we're back here at the counter. Perk, you about to stuff your first turkey leg. They got all the fixings right here. It looks delicious as is. Perk, I need you to do right by this turkey leg. You can't mess this up, all right?
Man, look, I'm going to try, brother. I'm going to try, man. You my boy. I brought you here, so I got to get you straight, dog.
Let's do it. This, I would say, like, if I was at home, I'd know it look and it tastes good. But
hold on, dog. I brought you here as my homie.
Bro, I'm not saying. I'm saying.
Home team. Hey, God, don't do that to me. Me and you boys now. Don't get the trip.
It's a competition though, because you know I'm gonna do it, and I'm gonna see how good I'm gonna be.
Yeah. Guess what? I'm a judge like I do as an analyst too. Boy, I'm on your.
Hey, I'm about to tweet you about it.
Damn. So I just made my turkey leg right there. As you can see, turkey leg falling off the bone. I know y'all want to eat it. Now I'm about to see what Amin want to do with his. I got to walk you through this?
I think I remember.
Nah, you don't remember. You new to this. Hold on, dog. You can't be wasting the rice on the table. What you doing, Amin?
Look.
First of all, that's not enough rice, bro. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Hey, I can't even front though. I mean, say your first time, man, you killing me, dog. I ain't gonna even lie.
There's one more step, though, right? I got to pull the bone out.
Yeah, you gotta pull the bone out. That's how you know your stuff legit. Dang. Yeah, he got me. He got me on that one.
Look at that. Look at that.
Now it's time to do what I like to do best, and that's eat. You know what I'm talking about? I'm back here with Amin.
Yeah.
So first I'm gonna let you tell me what you got.
There was a lot of stuff on the menu. I wanted everything, Perk. I wanted everything on the menu, but they said I had to pick one. So I went with the Hennessy glazed turkey leg. You know me.
Nice choice.
I like turkey. I like Hennessy. You bring those two things together, match made in heaven.
Yeah. The Cajun bowl is what I told you about earlier. It's a mixture of dirty rice.
Oh, yeah.
You got your crawfish mac and cheese right here on the side, and you have your salmon on top.
Salmon.
Yeah, with the Alfredo sauce, and it's all a combination. You got to mix that mac up in there like that there.
He's got
you know what I'm saying?
Everything from the sea is in there. Salmon, shrimp,
yeah.
crawfish.
Yeah. You see what I'm saying? Hey, look, you don't get over 300 pounds. I ain't going to give you my exact weight. Not eating like this, you know what I'm saying? All this, hey, go vegan and do all. Nah, do what's best for you. What's best for me, I'm eat.
I mean, that looked too good.
Hey.
Why'd you take me? Gosh, I feel left out. I'm just kidding. I wasn't here.
Cass, you know, that's Max.
Wait, how are you still eating?
What you doing?
What?
Hey, me.
Oh,
I'm still hungry.
Look, this is Anthony Davis's signature chip. How is
what? Look
he
at the
has
crowd.
a signature chip. How
man,
is
he
it?
went
It's
out.
lime and jalapeno.
Lime and jalapeno.
Is it good?
Good, yeah.
Okay,
LA.
so that's his vibe. If you had, Perk, if you had a signature chip, what would the flavor be?
I'm going Texas honey barbecue for
Honey
sure.
barbecue.
Yeah, I got it.
Oh, there we go.
There you go. There you go, yeah.
What about you?
I go with salt and vinegar because I'm bitter and I'm salty.
That's pretty perfect. I'm not gonna lie.
Let's be real.
That's pretty perfect. You know what? I like a good barbecue, and I like a very crunchy chip. I'm just, I'm good with that. Now, of course, you gave Amin a little bit of a taste of Houston, because these are your stomping grounds. In fact, you brought your beautiful family here today, your gorgeous wife Vanity, your two boys. But I will say, one of your sons in particular has been making some waves on the internet after this video that you posted.
Man. Answer your questions.
I mean, come on now.
Oh,
Like,
that is. Who is that right there? Who's that?
that is Stowe.
Hey, give me that.
Stowe Perkins.
He looked like Zion with Kevin Knox at Summer League when he took the ball away.
Oh, who you learned that from, boy? Pushing it full court like that. Hey, that's how you
Stand by. Jeff. 2 shot. Stand by front 2. Go to graphic. Graphic.